in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Raiders in possession of the ball as we get back into the action in quarter number 2. This is Hines. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Hill. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now it's Hines. Oh, he shifts past him. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. One after here coming up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show, because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his man. A big loss here as he's taken down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Again, Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have now moved out in front. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hill, the pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Off of play action. Hill. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. Now Wilson on first down. It's caught. Here's Langford. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. All eyes on Zach Wilson leading his team back out for this next drive. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. So here are the Chargers to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game. And my goodness, another interception. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring him back within 4. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And Gabriel's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To throw again is Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wilson. Touchdown! From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raiders heading out to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. There's Hill. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Chargers. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To throw is Hill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They run with Hines. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And incomplete on the deep ball. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Offense back out. We take a closer peek at the dual threat back, Nyheim Hines. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. gets the football and picked up by the Chargers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, Parker, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Hill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third down and 12. Here's Hill. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Hill on first down. Throw over the middle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge...
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 43 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep... He's got a man! Complete! Touchdown! A great play there! 75 yards! And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
On first and 10, Hill. And it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on second and 10. Hill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Hill looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Hill. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time on 4th for Hill. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he is going to have a Raiders first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Now Hill. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Here's Hines, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Hill. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. A.J. Brown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Want to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Hill now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To the air again. Hill. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Hill. Touchdown. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Raiders 66.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, it's Hill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. The Raiders trying to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Hill throwing once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points, because you never want to see turnover.
And he coughed it up, and the Raiders have recovered. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Knocked away and incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Hill. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Hill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball hitting from the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Hill now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing. And that's caught inside the 30. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Wilson to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they tell them you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Charles, normally when you see a group score this